Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome again to How Channel with GJ, and it's the channel where we show you how. And today we're going to show you a little bit of some Christmas stuff, I guess, because I am recording this close to Christmas. And you probably noticed there's a bit of a Christmas scene here. This is from one of my most favorite places in the world, where I spent Christmas one year, and this is Zermatt, Switzerland. Just a beautiful little mountain town there in Switzerland. And this is kind of showing their Christmas market. And have you ever noticed when you watch some Christmas movies that they have a nice little glow to them? Well, today we're going to talk about how to add glow to your videos. And it just helps to make something just look that much nicer, and the mood is so much nicer. It's just a soft feel to it. So that's what we're going to do today. And before we get going on this little tutorial, I do want to thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please subscribe, and we're going to try and get those subscriptions up as high as we can, help as many people as we can here on How Channel. All right, so we have these, I got 3 different clips here, so I'm going to go through different ones, but I'm going to start with just the first one, and it's a very easy effect. This is a very easy tutorial, and what you basically want to do on this one is you go up here to Effects, and you just type in VR, and stands for virtual reality. But if you go down here, down under immersive video, down to the VR, all the way to where it says VR Glow, and you just left click that, bring it onto your timeline, and you already see it starting to glow a little bit. But as you go here to your effects controls, you can see you have the VR Glow that you put over top of this timeline. You have it here now, and now you can start to manipulate the different things. They have Luma threshold, glow radius, glow brightness, glow saturation. You can even put a tint of color in there if you want. But let's start with the Luma threshold. And now I gotta tell you that on some of these you want to go in just very small increments of Luma, because it can get pretty bright pretty quick. I'll just show you here. If you go like this, look at that. you can over-luminize it really quick. So if you do this little arrow here right next to the stopwatch and click that, it'll bring this little timeline here, and it just lets you play with it. So you can go like crazy bright, but I don't know, it's a nighttime effect here, so I don't like to have it too bright, but I do like to have the lights glowing. So if we go like that, and then we can do the glow radius as well if we want, and we can just play with that a little bit. See how that just moves it around a little bit and just gives it that nice, warm, wonderful feel of a Christmas market. And then there's our brightness. You don't want to have it too bright. Otherwise, well, I mean, you could if you want to have it for an effect that way. You know, something is like an angel showing up or something, you know, you could do something like that. But just for the most part like this. And then when we take it back and we press play, well, it just looks so warm and inviting like that. Now, I'll show you the difference between before and after. If we go up here to the effects of our VR Glow and just turn it off for a second and then look at the screen, you can see, okay, that's what it looked like. Now it looks a little glowy. And you might think, well, it looks a little too glowy. Well, that's fine. Then just bring it down a little bit. And you can just play with that. But what it really does, it really warms up your videos, especially if you have something like this. You know, it's outside, there's some lights, it's dark or semi-dark. It can be really nice. Well, let's go to another one here. So this one, again, we're walking down the streets of Zermatt, and we'll go here again to our VR Glow, and we'll bring that down to there. And as soon as we do that, then we can start playing with our Luma threshold. And as we do that, we can bring it crazy, like bright like that, or we could bring it all the way down and it looks much more muted. But if you want to have that nice Christmas market look, then I would just bring it up a little bit and just have it just kind of glowing like that. And then, of course, again, you can play with your radiuses, with your brightnesses. Like you could have it like, wow, nuclear explosion. But you want to be very subtle with it, okay? Because that's going to give it just the very nicest look to it. And then I'm going to go to one more here. And this is a good one because this actually shows the market as you come into it. It looks nice, but we can do something a little better. Again, just by using this VR glow, bring that down to there, and then we're just going to go to our Luma threshold, and we can make it look almost daylight sometimes, I guess. But if we go like this and then take the effects off, you can see it just adds that little bit. I'm going to give it a little bit more brightness. And this is really all it is taking the time to go through all these settings under VR Glow. And you just want to, touch base with it. Maybe you want to talk to someone else that you're collaborating with, a colleague or a friend or something, and say, what do you think about this? Does this look like it's like too much? And they say, yeah, that looks like too much. So you bring it down just so it looks nice, warm, and inviting. And this is something you don't always have to do just for Christmas markets. You can do this for videos of people, of animals. You just need to have a little bit of light on the subject so that you can bring out the glow. If it's too flat, you're not going to have the greatest results if it's too flat. So you want to have something that already has maybe a little bit of light in it and a little bit of shadow, and all you're doing is accentuating the light and giving it that nice warm feel. So there you go. There's a little bit of a Christmas tutorial for you. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Thanks so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing on How Channel.